Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Tonight we're going to be checking out this awesome budget Nakiri from Paudin. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you want to purchase this awesome Nakiri from Paudin and help support the channel, make sure you check out the link in the description below because we do the commission if you purchase this knife. And of course, before getting started, just want to thank the good folks out at Paudin for sending me this knife to review. Let's get started. Super quick, guys, but really important. I know Nakiri looks like a cleaver, but it's not. These edges are sharpened down to 14 degrees. It is razor sharp. If you are trying to use this as a cleaver and you run it into even like a chicken bone, you're going to chip these edges. So don't use this as a cleaver. Let's begin with a quick size reference just so you get a better idea. For the overall size of this knife, here it is next to a large permanent marker. And I'm going to move this just over to the handle so you can see that. And then over to the blade itself. Going to bring in a ruler now, and we can see it's pretty much the same length as a 12-inch ruler. And as far as usable edge goes, we got just about 6 3/4 inches. Let's have a look at the thickness of the blade. Here looks to be about the same thickness as a US nickel. Let's run a ruler across there, and it's just about a 1/16 of an inch thick. And here's a quick size reference for the height of the blade, just about 2 US quarters. Let's take a rough measurement here from the edge up to the spine. And it looks like we got just about 1 7/8 inches high. Just want to give you guys a quick size reference for the size of the handle here. Here it is next to that large permanent marker again. And here's a quick reference to the diameter of the back half of the knife here. About the same size as a US quarter. Let's get this knife on the scale so you know how much weight you're going to be chopping with. Coming in at around 9.8 ounces. And just in case you're wondering what 9.8 ounces might feel like, well, if you got some AA batteries around the house, about 4 of those weighs about 3.4 ounces, so about 12 will weigh almost as much as 9.8 ounces. Let's have a closer look at these gorgeous blackwood handles. Check out the grain there. Full tang. Right, this steel is running all the way through the knife for maximum strength. Just a single rivet holding everything together. Got that beautiful Paudin logo inlay. Matching Paudin logo on the back of the pommel. We have a tapered handle here. It starts off nice and thick, tapers down here in the front, so it gets a little bit easier to do your pinch grip when you're in the front. And right over here in the bolster area, they've rounded out these edges so that when you're doing your chopping, you're not burning into your pointer finger. Nice little touch there. Grip is flat on the top. Hooks around to the bottom where we got this notch cut out here. Gives your pinky something to grip onto while you're doing your chopping. So a nice thick grip fills up the hand. Very easy to get all your fingers on there. Comfortable grip. Let's have a look up front at this blade. This is a Japanese Nakiri shape. Rectangular in its profile, just a subtle slope here, and it's not totally flat down here at the bottom. There is a small curvature, which means that you can use the heel for the up and down chopping, and when you're doing your mincing or your dicing, you can use it as a rocker. This is a Sanmai steel, meaning that there are 3 layers. Normally the outside layers are a softer, tougher steel, and for the core, they have a harder steel for cutting. And if you look right down here, this wavy pattern is called a hamon. That's where they've hardened that edge, so it's capable of cutting without breaking. And if I'm reading the description of this knife correctly, the core is made from 10CR15 CO MOV, which is basically the Chinese version of the Japanese VG10 that Spyderco has been using for decades. And that steel is incredibly great for kitchen knives, good corrosion resistance, really easy to sharpen and maintain, and you can get a popping razor sharp edge on it. Speaking of edges, let's check out this factory edge. Oh, guys, that is incredibly smooth. No toothiness. All right, let's do a little bit of cutting. Some people will utilize the tip for a chop, or you can just chop up and down like this. I'm not that skilled, so I prefer either pulling through or even slicing through. Let's try it with this mushroom here. So we'll just kind of slide through. Or again, you can push through. And because this Nakiri has a little bit of curvature here, we can use it in a rocking motion. That curved edge is also really good for dicing or mincing. So let's say you're making a duck sole for your beef Wellington, you can use it for that. And then you just kind of get everything in a pile and you just start chopping everything up. Or if you want to rock into that, you can do that as well. Once again, guys, this Nakiri is made by Paudin. If you're looking for a great budget kitchen knife, this could be a great option for you. Well, alright guys, this is the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase this awesome knife, make sure to check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.